Hey guys, my name is Joe Burt. I am out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and I am been married for 11 years to my beautiful wife, Sean Burt, and I have two little boys. Braden is 10 years old, and my youngest one is Cooper. He is 7. And I wanted to share the opportunity with you. I'm sure if you've made it this far, you've kind of been through the website, you know what we do. And I want to go from A to Z on how we make money, what our market is like, who our partners are, and just share with you the opportunity. At the end of this, if there is an interest in making money with us and coming on board, there's going to be a link at the bottom. Please click that link and go onto our calendar and schedule a time, and then somebody from our office will get back to you within about 24 to 48 hours. So our opportunity so we've got a market, all right? So what is our market? Our market is, so who was born between 1946 and 1964? The baby boomer generation, right? And they have about $22 trillion, and what they've done is they've saved money their whole life for about 40 years in their prison sentence, and they thought that that was going to be money that they were going to be able to live on for the rest of their life. Well, unfortunately, that's not what happened. They've got mattress money, 401k money, savings accounts, CDs that they've been putting their money into. And what's happened over the last 5 to 10 years, 7 to 10 years, is that all of that money, they've lost all that money. So the number one fear in the United States of America right now is outliving that income. There's 78 million baby boomers, right? All right, so that's a piece of the market. The other piece is 10,000 people a day are turning 65 years old and retiring from their job. That's been happening since January 1st of 2011. Okay, what's important about that 10,000 people, 60% of them, so I'm a math wizard, I can do the math on this, 10,000 times 60% is 6,000 people a day, okay, when they retire from their job, they go home with no personal life insurance policy. All right, so how does that relate to our business model? How does that relate to what we do? Well, we have a product, it's called a fixed annuity, and if we can get a piece of that $22 trillion, we can help those families out, and those individuals take a little piece of that money and put it into a fixed annuity, and what that does is that guarantees that they will never outlive their income. So over here, we've got the biggest fear in the United States is outliving their income. Over here, we've got the product that guarantees that they will never outlive their income, and we marry the two together, and it's a good fit. All right, on the 10,000 people a day that are turning 65 years old, and the 6,000 of them that don't own a personal policy, we have, when they retire from their job, they lose their benefits. I had to back up a little bit and tell you that. 6,000 when they retire have no life insurance, right? They lose their benefit package at work. Well, we have a final expense product, a whole life product, that we can help out those 6,000 people a day. And oh, by the way, this is going to go on at 10,000 people a day for the next 17 to 18 years. So the security and the stability is what I liked about the market. My background was in the mortgage industry. And if somebody would ask me in the mortgage industry, where are you going to be in 5 years? Well, I'd probably been living in a box, and I'd have 2 little shoe boxes with my kids outside of there. So the market was just horrible. Well, in this business, when I was looking at this model, over the next 17, 18 years, I knew that I had a job security. And oh, by the way, there's another generation coming right behind the baby boomers. All right, so that's our market, and it's a very viable market to me. And you can look all this up at the Life Insurance Marketing Research Association, LIMRA. All the stats are there. So the next piece of our business is we have partners, okay? We've got Mutual of Omaha, Americo, Occidental, Foresters. We have all these big billion-dollar companies that are backing us, and what we do is we just take the client and we marry it to the insurance companies. Our bread and butter of what we do is mortgage protection insurance. Very simply how I explain mortgage protection insurance. Somewhere in the United States, it's probably already happened today as you're watching this video. Well, there's been a mom or a dad who went to work, and the mom or dad didn't make it home. They got in a car crash, they had a heart attack, and the surviving spouse or the surviving member of that family is going to have to worry about how are they going to pay that mortgage protection. So that's another piece of our market, and people that refinance or buy a house all across the country, we can help them out. So the insurance carriers have billions of dollars, okay, and they have money set aside to pay us to go out and help these families in that market that I just got done explaining to you. All right, so that's who we're partnered with. And so the next piece is how do we get to the market? How do we get the clients? And again, I come from the mortgage background. I was used to working telemarketing leads. we have direct mail letters that we mail out, and we're mailing out thousands and thousands and thousands of these letters a week to individuals who have purchased a house, refinanced a house, had a new baby, recently got married. We're mailing letters out to these individuals and people that are between the ages of 50 to 85 for the final expense piece that I mentioned earlier. And so what they're doing is they're getting the letter in the mail, okay? They open it up, and it looks like junk mail. 1% of the population opens it up, looks at it, reads it, and they are interested, and they fill out their name, their height, their weight, whether they smoke or not, best time to call them. They put their phone numbers on there, and they actually mail it back to our headquarters, and then we disperse it out to agents nationwide, and you call them up, scheduled appointment, and you go down and you go to their house and sit down with them, and you help put insurance in place to protect their family, whether it's for the mortgage protection or whether it's for the final expense, or whether it's transferring, $50,000 out of one of their 401ks that's losing money into that fixed annuity that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so that's our LEAD program. And so how do we get paid in all this? That's the most important piece, right? How do we get paid? Well, each time you go out to the house and you help out that family with an application, and you take the application, you submit it to the insurance carrier, for example, like Americo or Mutual of Omaha. You submit that application to them. Once it gets approved, the insurance carrier will deposit, on average, about $750 into your bank account for helping out that family. So I'm not here to say you can get rich, you can become a millionaire overnight, but it is a decent income, and you can do it part-time. We're looking for full-time, part-time, part-time, 5 hours a week is fine. Our biggest challenge right now is we have more of those leads coming back to us and more families requesting the coverage than we do actual physical agents to go out and see these families and take care of them. And $750, I mean, some people don't make that in 2 weeks. I mean, you can make it it takes you about an hour and a half to 2 hours to help out the family. So extra income, just imagine, what would an extra $750 do for your family a week? All right, so that's our LEAD program, and that's how we get paid. Excuse me. So I wanted to touch on this a little bit. I've always had the dream of being in a business where I didn't have to worry about my activity generating income. So when I wake up in the morning, my income was not based on what I went out and did that day. So when I saw this insurance model, when I saw the insurance industry, it was a way for me to obtain that goal and those dreams of waking up and not having to go out and actually do the activity to get paid. The way we do that in the insurance business is the insurance carriers incentivize us to hire individuals. That's why you're watching this video, because they have incentivized us to hire people to get more of the insurance products out to the consumer, and ultimately the insurance company makes more money and we make what is called an override in the business. So we are looking for people to hire to help us out and get these leads, or help us out to call these leads and go see the families. And it's a way you can build your own insurance agency nationwide. We have leads everywhere. It's not just confined to where you live. We can hire people all across the country to go out and call these leads and help out these families. So if any of this makes sense to you and you slightly are interested, part-time, full-time, like I said, half-time, it doesn't matter. We need some help with our leads, and we are definitely hiring. We'd love to have a follow-up interview with you. So please click the link below, and then one of our agents or one of our staff members will give you a call back in about 24 to 48 hours. Have a great day, guys. Thanks.